विधायकों से अब तक संपर्क किया गया है। उन्होंने हमको फोन करके बताया कि 15-15 करोड़ का ऑफर बीजेपी की तरफ से दिया जा रहा है।
12 बजे के आसपास फोन आया था मेरे पास और वो बोल रहे थे मिलने के लिए कि आपसे मिलना चाहते हैं और परवेश वर्मा जी के ने आपसे को फोन मिलवाया है।
अभी और भी बताया गया कि 20 विधायकों के पास आया गया है। हमारे पास तो नहीं है मगर और 20 विधायकों के पास आया, उन्होंने बताया जिनके पास आया था।
देखिए, कल गाली गलौच पार्टी के सदस्य मेरे पास आए थे और उन्होंने कहा कि आप अगर रिजल्ट से पहले पार्टी ज्वाइन करते हैं तो 15 करोड़ रुपए खड़े हैं और अगर कोई साथ में लेके आते हैं तो साथ में आपको मंत्री परिषद का भी ऑफर है।
कितने विधायकों ने कहा कि उनसे संपर्क किया गया है सर?
10 से 15 विधायकों ने ऐसा कहा है।
मैं थोड़ा लेट पहुंचा था लेकिन उस समय 15 करोड़ रुपए की बातचीत हो रही।
और कितने एमएलए?
18-20।
किसी की औकात नहीं जो आदिल अहमद खान को फोन कर ले। भारतीय जनता पार्टी में किसी की औकात नहीं जो मुझे फोन कर ले, पर हमारे साथियों को फोन आया। लगभग 20 लोगों को फोन आया है। 15-15 करोड़ रुपए का ऑफर दिया गया है।
अभी तक 16 से अधिक लोगों को संपर्क किया गया है। 16 से अधिक लोगों को।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 11 hours to go before counting begins for the Delhi elections. 11 hours before ballot boxes even open and 11 hours before the first vote is counted. And already the stage is being prepared to undermine the mandate of the people. The core issues of Delhi, water crisis, air pollution, Yamuna cleaning are all being replaced by chaos, confusion and contradictions. Even before a single seat is won, Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party are alleging that their candidates are being poached, that Operation Lotus is blooming with the BJP offering 15 crores to its MLAs. But who got the alleged offer and for how much? You just heard at the beginning of the show how Aam Aadmi Party netas are contradicting each other. Yesterday, Sanjay Singh said that the BJP is poaching 7 Aam Aadmi Party MLAs, but today he revised the figure to 16 upwards, while Avadh Ojha has claimed that it is something between 10 and 15 MLAs who are being allegedly bribed. Adil Khan claims that the number stands at 20. Now watch the second contradiction. So far, 4 Aam Aadmi Party candidates have claimed that they received an offer of rupees 15 crore. They are Mukesh Kumar Ahlawat contesting from Sultanpur Majra, Vinay Mishra from Dwarka, Prem Chauhan from Deoli and Anjana Parcha from Trilokpuri. But if up to 20 MLAs are being poached or offered to be poached by the BJP, why have only 4 come forward? And here's the third contradiction. Yesterday, Vijay Mishra claimed in his ex-post that he had received a phone call from a BJP neta with an offer of rupees 15 crore. But today, he said that a BJP member met him and offered him rupees 15 crore. Why change his stand? Watch what he said today.
डिटेल में बता सकते हैं, आपने भी ट्वीट किया था, क्या कॉल आया, कैसा, वो पूरा बताएं।
देखिए, कल गाली गलौच पार्टी के सदस्य मेरे पास आए थे और उन्होंने कहा कि आप अगर रिजल्ट से पहले पार्टी ज्वाइन करते हैं तो 15 करोड़ रुपए खड़े हैं और अगर कोई साथ में लेके आते हैं तो साथ में आपको मंत्री परिषद का भी ऑफर है।
Since the results are not even out, how did the BJP know who's going to win? And if up to 20 MLAs are being offered rupees 15 crores, why have only 4 come forward? And is there concrete proof to back the claim of Operation Lotus? Well, miffed with the allegations of horse trading, the BJP, not Kejriwal, complained to the Lieutenant Governor to probe Aam Aadmi Party's charges promptly. The Anti-Corruption Bureau of the Delhi Police swooped down on the Aam Aadmi Party. The ACB issued a notice to AAP convener Arvind Kejriwal, but they were blocked from entering Kejriwal's house. In their notice, they have sought sabooth to back the claim of poaching or else face action for spreading fakery before polls. Even though Kejriwal fears that his candidates are being poached, why is he dodging the ACB is the question many are asking tonight. Instead, Sanjay Singh was fielded to answer questions that were being asked by the media, and in fact, Times Now tried to track the mystery number which allegedly was used to make calls to the MLAs. But when we dialed it, it was continuously busy and repeatedly after trying, we couldn't get through to this number. The number allegedly belongs to a man named Devendra Singh, but his antecedents are unknown. So is this a shoot and scoot by Aam Aadmi Party, as the BJP says, without sabut? Or is it not just Kejriwal? His India Alliance ally Rahul Gandhi too is piling on the political rhetoric before the results. Watch how the Congress is still blaming the Election Commission for its loss in Maharashtra. Meanwhile, Chief Minister of Maharashtra Fadnavis has stated that their fakery is fueled by fear of defeat in Delhi this time.
There are many voters that have been deleted. Voters who are in one booth who have been transferred to another booth. Most of these voters come from Dalit communities, tribal communities, minority communities. And we have made repeated requests to the Election Commission. They have not answered us. Now, the only reason they would not respond is that there is something wrong with what they have done.
वोटर्स कहां से आए, वोटर कहां आए, किसका नाम काटा, इसका सारा जवाब इलेक्शन कमीशन ने दिया हुआ है। राहुल गांधी एक प्रकार से कवर फायरिंग कर रहे हैं क्योंकि उनको पता है 8 तारीख को दिल्ली के रिजल्ट के बाद उनकी पार्टी का दिल्ली में नामो निशान समाप्त होने वाला है।
Of course, this is not the first time when the Aam Aadmi Party has accused the BJP of poaching. In April last year, Atishi claimed she was asked to join the BJP. In August 2022, Saurabh Bharadwaj said that 40 Aam Aadmi Party MLAs have been targeted by the BJP with a 20 crore offer. Sisodia too claimed that the BJP had asked him to break the Aam Aadmi Party by offering 20 crores to each one of them, and even he was asked to join the BJP. In 2019, Kejriwal had said that 7 MLAs had told him that BJP offered them 10 crores each, and similar charges were levied in 2014 by the Aam Aadmi Party. If the BJP is trying to poach AAP MLAs since 2014, why has there been no evidence of it provided so far? And why are these claims being made right before the results are out? Is the BJP trying to unleash Operation Lotus, or is the Aam Aadmi Party muddying the waters before the mandate? So, ladies and gentlemen, the Motorola legitimate question we're asking on the News Hour tonight: who's maligning the mandate of the people? That's the question, and that's the debate coming up on the other hand.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Radhika Khera, national spokesperson of the BJP, Ishkaran Bhandari, advocate in the Supreme Court, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, Sanjay Jha, author and Congress leader, Vivek Srivastava, political analyst. But my first question goes to Jasmine Shah, national spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. And Jasmine Shah, with all the seriousness at my command, I want to ask you 2 or 3 questions about the allegations that have been made. Number 1, what is the exact number? We've heard different versions, 7 to 15 to 16, 18 to 20, all numbers have been varied. Question number 2, why are only 4 people coming forward to give any specifics or any statements? Number 3, why are these names and numbers not being provided to the ACB? And number 4, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal yesterday on his post on X said that the Aam Aadmi Party is winning with 55 seats. If 55 seats is something that the Aam Aadmi Party is so confident of, what would the BJP do even if it does get 16 people on its side? They still will not be able to break your government, because there will be still 39 that you will have, way above the halfway mark. So why is this being done? Logically speaking, can you explain it to our viewers tonight?
Sure, Navika, and I'll answer each of your questions systematically. First, you asked how many people are being approached. The last number that we have kept track of, and by the way, these numbers are changing every hour because more and more people are being called. The last number is 16. And BJP needs to be asking, that if they really, because they're saying all the exit polls are making them win, then why are these calls being made to Aam Aadmi Party leaders and contestants? What is it that the BJP really wants to achieve? And this question of who's trying to steal a mandate, I mean, there's only one political party in the history of India that is known to claim that sarkar hamari banegi bhale MLAs hamare kitne bhi aaye. And we have seen this time and again. Operation Lotus is, I think it will soon find its way into the Oxford Dictionary, that here's a political party in the mother of democracy that doesn't believe in winning through the popular mandate. It goes in buying and selling of MLAs. And that is what we are seeing in Delhi just hours ahead of the crucial counting day, which is tomorrow. Now coming to the evidence, Navika, it's been 24 hours. Our sitting minister, Mr. Mukesh Alawat, released the number of the person, and some people have also found that this person is a close associate of Pravesh Verma. 24 hours when this number has been revealed in public domain. But what happens throughout the entire day, ACB comes and does only dramatics. It never goes after the culprit. ACB is never trying to find out the identity behind that number. What do? They come and stand in front of Arvind Kejriwal's house for 2 hours, while at the same time Sanjay Singh is actually sitting in the ACB office with all the evidence. He sat there for 2 hours, each and every detail pertaining to this matter shared with the ACB. But what happens? They have no interest in pursuing this. Just like all the previous instances of Operation Lotus, not a single investigation has happened. Why? Because we know Delhi police and the BJP are two sides of the same coin. Just like how we have seen Election Commission working as an agent of the BJP, the Delhi police and the ACB are only here to serve the purpose of BJP. But we have faith in the wisdom of the people of Delhi. आप कितनी भी कोशिशें कर लो, और मैं ये बीजेपी वालों को कहना चाहता हूं, the people of Delhi are going to vote for clean politics. They are going to vote for development. They are not going to vote for this kind of gundagardi and this kind of buying and selling, not of MLAs, but buying and selling of democracy in India.
Well, Jasmine Shah, votes to ab pad gaye hain. Only the results will be out tomorrow. But Radhika Khera, serious charges made by Jasmine Shah, especially about the number, which called Mukesh Alawat was the number of an associate of Pravesh Verma. I want to ask you, serious charge named out there, what does the BJP have to say?
Good evening to everyone, and we are just seeing a trailer of what is in for tomorrow. By 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, Navika ji, they will start screaming, EVM kharab hai, ye hai, wo hai, once. Because exactly every election, every time Mr. Kejriwal or his friend Mr. Rahul Gandhi loses an election, they start crying foul. But when they win an election, sab kuch theek hota hai, the election commission is fine, everything is fine. Then Operation Lotus does not happen, no operation happens. This is just Operation Face Saving by Mr. Kejriwal and his team. And if they are so true and they are not lying, why did Mr. Alawat not come and speak to the ACB when the ACB went to his house to ask him, bhai sahab, aapne ye number diya, hame aage baat to kariye. Jab when he was being served a notice, he refused to meet the ACB. Chor ki daari mein tinka, isko kehte hai Jasmine ji. If you had nothing to hide, he would have gone and met the ACB. Why was he running away from the ACB? The ACB was not there to arrest him, na? I'm sure
it's a lie. It's a lie.
He has no aise koi cheez hai nahi. No, it is not a lie. It is not a lie. And one more thing, Navika ji, I would like to say here. Mr. Sanjay Singh has gone on record to say
we are fully cooperating with the ACB.
Everywhere,
and let me reiterate, we are fully
I did not
cooperating
speak in
with the
between, Mr. Jasmine Shah. Please let me complete. By talking over me, you are not going to prove yourself right. Have the courtesy.
All right, one at a time. Radhika Khera, complete your point. Jasmine, I will give you time to counter. Go ahead, Radhika ji.
Thank you. Coming back to what I was saying, Navika ji, Mr. Sanjay Singh has complained, has maintained this again and again today since evening, that they are forming a government with 2/3 majority. Let's be very practical. Are we going to buy out the entire party, or anyone going to buy out the entire party? They are talking like such fools. If they're getting a 2/3 majority, why are they so scared? And do they not trust their own MLAs that they're crying foul right? And why is it always happening? Why did this happen after the exit polls have come out? इतनी सारी डिस्क्रिपेंसीज थी तो चुनाव नहीं लड़ते, पहले ही बोल देते, हार मान लेते. The fact, And I will say it again tomorrow, Navika ji, if by chance 1%, if they end up winning the election, will all these go and they form the government, then what will happen to all these accusations that they're giving today? हर चीज इनके हिसाब से नहीं हो सकती ना. When they win elections, when their alliances win elections in Telangana, Himachal or Karnataka, or they win in Punjab, then everything is fine. सब कुछ चंगा है. The election commission is also absolutely transparent. There has been no rigging. There has been no Operation Lotus. But the minute they lose an election, they start crying foul.
That's the point. Nobody has lost an election. Nobody has won. The first vote has not been counted. But Jasmine Shah, respond to Radhika Khera and also answer the question that I asked you. If Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is so confident of 55 seats, how does 16 MLAs being poached by the BJP change anything? Please explain that.
Yeah, I'll explain it. Navika, see, the final verdict is only going to be revealed tomorrow. Let's say हमारी 55 नहीं 50 सीटें आती, then it's a majority of 15. Now there is something very peculiar about BJP trying to target 16 seats. Probably their own estimate is कि हमारी 50 सीटें आएगी, तो 16 सीटें ले लो, सरकार इनकी बनी नहीं पाए. That is the kind of politics that BJP and Amit Shah and all these people are known for. देश में कितनी सरकार इस तरीके से उन्होंने गिनाई है? I think I have forgotten the count, Navika. I don't think you will also remember. And that's precisely that's happening. You know, we have been always very confident we are forming the government. It's BJP which is saying कि नहीं हम सरकार बना रहे हैं, लेकिन कॉल किसको आ रहा है? हमारे लोगों को आ रहे हैं. And till now, Radhika Khera spoke so much. She did not welcome the investigation. She did not ask the ACB to go immediately arrest and investigate and interrogate this associate of Pravesh Verma. अरे भाई, अगर आपने कुछ गलत नहीं किया है, then why not just demand that more than 24 hours the ACB is hounding only the people of AAP? You are, मतलब मर्डर हो गया यहाँ पे, जो खूनी है उसको आपने खुला छोड़ दिया है, उसको एक भी सवाल नहीं पूछे जा रहे हैं, लेकिन जो विक्टिम है उसको आप केवल सवाल पे सवाल 24 घंटे सवाल पूछते जा रहे हो. This shows that this is a complete kind of a, it's a mockery of an investigation. There is no intention here
Radhika
to get to the bottom of Operation
Khera,
Lotus.
the ball is back in your court.
Navika ji, I just got a call from this particular number and they are asking me to connect them to all the BJP MLAs that we know, and they are saying they are ready to pay any amount and they have a lot of money. They are offering about 25 CR and they are saying that हम मंत्री पद भी देंगे. Please connect us to the 3 or 4 people who have contested on BJP tickets and are winning.
Radhika Khera ji, is that a joke or are you making a sensational charge on the news hour tonight? No, is that a joke? Are we making this into a joke or is that a sensational claim?
This is exactly what the Aam Aadmi Party is saying and doing. Mr. Jasmine Shah here is saying कि किसी ने फोन कर दिया and claim कर दिया कि ये नंबर किसका है? ये नंबर परवेश साहब सिंह वर्मा जी का है. अरे please use Truecaller, that number does not belong to him. Please use Google, the number does not belong to him. You cannot just claim कि किसी ने किसी को कर दिया. I am claiming someone from the Aam Aadmi Party. I will not take a name of person who has contested from South Delhi constituency. Has just called me.
Well, this is becoming a theatre of the absurd here because every side is claiming they are getting calls and getting calls on the show where Radhika Khera is making this claim. Anand Ranganathan, it's not a laughing matter. I know you're tickled, but it's not a laughing matter. Can you imagine there are 1.5 crore people who are voters of Delhi who have gone out and cast their vote, and today when they see this theatre, कोई कह रहा है 20 crore offer हुआ है, कोई कह रहा है 15 crore offer हुआ है. Where is this money? And why are we sitting in the studio? Why is everybody in Delhi not making a run for the money that's out on offer? Anand Ranganathan, I mean, it's such a bad joke if it is a joke, and if it is a reality, clearly this is the best way to murder democracy and destroy people's faith in the process of democracy, isn't it?
हेलो, हाँ मैं अभी लाइव टीवी पे हूँ, नाविका जी के प्रोग्राम पे हूँ. नहीं मैं किसी और पैनल पे. सॉरी, कितना दे रहे हैं आप? नहीं, 2 लाख? नहीं नाविका जी मुझे मैसूर पाक देती है. नहीं, मैसूर पाक देंगे, शुगर फ्री देंगे? हाँ नहीं दे रहे तो मैं नहीं आ रहा.
आनंद रंगनाथन, what is this?
नाविका, पहले तो ये डिसाइड कर लीजिए. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल गुड इवनिंग टू यू एंड टू माय फेलो पैनलिस्ट. पहले डिसाइड कर लीजिए, और विवेक भी यहाँ पे, इस देश में इन्फ्लेशन है कि नहीं है, महंगाई है 2022 में अरविंद केजरीवाल एक्यूज बीजेपी ऑफ बाइंग एमएलए फॉर 20 करोड़। अब क्या डिफ्लेशन हो गया? 16 करोड़ में बीजेपी मान रही है।
15
क्या चीज तो 15 तो ये देश की भलाई हो रही है भाई, महंगाई कम हो गई है, कम से कम एक बात तो मानी। नाविका ये क्या चल रहा है? इज दिस अ जोक? First of all, 52nd Amendment, Jasmine, my good brother, does he know what 52nd Amendment is? Does he know about anti-defection law? Does he know about that at least 2/3 of MLAs have to be poached? When he's talking about 16 MLAs, how many does he expect of AAP to get? What is going on out here? Number two, is it not a fact? I don't know, Mr. Jasmine Shah's memory is quite weak in that respect. Would he know who ND Sharma is? He was a sitting AAP MLA and he accused Arvind Kejriwal of taking 10 crores from him. Will you clarify that, Mr. Jasmine Shah? No, you won't, because it is your MLA who accused the same Kejriwal. So number two, let us wait for the results tomorrow. Everything would be clear. And as far as buying and selling MLAs is concerned, if you have concrete proof, then rather than saying that election commission big chuki hai, all those inflammatory and incendiary statements you have made anti-constitutional that are prone to be sued by election commission. I don't know why it doesn't sue civil defamation against you people, because when you win 67 seats out of 70, then EVMs are working. Election commission is not partial. There is no bias there. But the moment you get a hint of not doing as well as you expect you are going to do, in fact, relinquishing Delhi, then suddenly election commission becomes completely bought over, a stooge, biased, absolutely sold out stooge. Is this the way democracy is to be conducted, Mr. Jasmine Shah? I ask you.
Jasmine Shah, respond.
You know, democracy does not need an Anand Ranganathan to defend itself, because people like Anand Ranganathan are completely blind to the fact that crores की मात्रा में पैसे बटे गए हैं दिल्ली के इस चुनाव में. The amount of liquor that was being distributed, all happening in New Delhi Assembly constituency where the Election Commission's headquarters is. Delhi police was giving protection to the goons of BJP when money and liquor is being distributed. All of these evidences in terms of videos, photographs, everything submitted to the Election Commission. But Anand Ranganathan doesn't have a spine to ask one question of the Election Commission. Warna BJP unko gali degi. You know, let us not act as the savior. If you really want to be a true citizen of the country, it is your right to ask the question, why is Election Commission being compromised? If this is happening in Delhi only, imagine what would be happening in the distant corners of the country. And then you ask question of the people who are actually trying to protect the Indian democracy. If free and fair electoral process is being compromised, we should not ask questions. Is this how you would want to conduct the elections in this country?
Well, every citizen has the right to ask questions, but since you've named Anand Ranganathan, right to rebut, 20 seconds.
Yes. He does not explain the fact that when he got 67 out of 70 seats, then Election Commission was partial or biased. And number two, please do not get personal. Just because you bought tickets of Arvind Kejriwal to take bath in his sauna for 100 rupees ago, just because you are going to use his jacuzzi of Sheesh Mahal, doesn't mean that you have extra money to buy tickets as well, Jasmine. Don't get personal out here.
Well, let's not get personal. The issue is about counting day. And before my basic question, Jasmine, I'll come back, but let me get in Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha, my basic question tonight is, okay, the allegation is, the charge is that 16 MLAs have been approached. I just want to look for not a conspiracy theory, not, who's right, who's wrong. I just want to know, is it logical to identify 16 MLAs who can be potential, betrayers of the Aam Aadmi Party even before the first vote is counted? Because how do you know who will be an MLA tomorrow? By all things that you hear on the ground is it's a close election, difficult seats, difficult elections, and that's the way it's been contested. How are these 16 identified, number one? And even before they are MLAs, do people go around offering 15, 20 crores to 16 so-called potential MLAs?
Navika, good evening. First and foremost, all political parties micromanage right up to the booth level to know how their candidates are performing. So right now, even as we talk, the Congress, BJP and the AAP know exactly which constituency they have a chance in, where they are likely to struggle and where they are likely to lose. In their estimation, it could happen, it may not happen. Point number two, I have always maintained this, Navika, that Mr. Amit Shah ji's biggest contribution to Indian democracy is the creating of the MLA stock exchange. If that exchange flourishes over the coming years, it will beat the NASDAQ, it will beat the S&P index in New York, and obviously the Sensex. But since a lot of people here were making a mockery of Operation Lotus, let me tell you, the Congress party has paid the biggest price for it. And I will give you the name of the states where Operation Lotus has been brilliantly executed. And I'm sure your viewers know. Let me do a reminder. Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Goa, Puducherry, Maharashtra, Arunachal Pradesh are just the 6 that I can mention from the back of the envelope estimation. The truth is that we are living in times where you have no political morality, and everything is up in the air. And by the way, Operation Lotus is not just cash. It is also the washing machine of the ED, income tax, and the CBI thread. And you have a BJP spokesperson, by the way, who not long ago was a former colleague of mine in the Congress. And I remember Radhika Khera at that point of time was the biggest critique of the BJP's Operation Lotus and spoke vociferously against Mr. Shah's buy and sell transaction of elected leaders in this country. So unless she is completely forgotten on account of amnesia, I think that allegation sticks. And whether the AAP's allegations are true or not, that time will prove. But I don't believe Sanjay Singh is going to be so irresponsible to make ridiculous allegations because the ACB can disprove them. So far,
Sanjay Jha, very nice of you to make all of these charges. Before I get in Radhika Khera, let me just give you a small reminder. Back of the envelope, maybe your envelope was too small to fit in. The first purchases done by the Congress government for survival when they bought MPs, the JMM MPs in the Narasimha Rao government. I was a starting reporter in my first couple of years, and that entire controversy, the Supreme Court's ruling on that came around that time. So it's etched in my memory, in cement. So Sanjay Jha, it's all very well to take a high moral ground, but हमाम में सब क्या है ये आप भी जानते हैं. But Radhika Khera, please respond.
Navika ji.
Thank you. Since for the Congress official and unofficial spokespersons, the debate always boils down to Radhika Khera. Well, I am living example, Mr. Sanjay Jha, as so are you, of the incompetence of Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra's leadership and Sonia Gandhi's as well. Had they handled the affairs of the party better, maybe I would have still been a part of the Congress party. There was no ED CBI case on me, and I was not whisked away by being offered 12 crore, 15 crores or Operation Lotus. You yourself were thrown out of the party. Well, you are such a good spokesperson. The party should have continued with you. You are also one of the examples of their incompetent leadership, and which is why you don't win, and which is why your MLAs or your MPs don't want to stay with the Congress. Please stop blaming the incompetence of Rahul Baba and Priyanka Vadra on Operation Lotus, on Amit Shah ji. What has Rahul Gandhi done to keep his house in order? Where is the cadre of Rahul Gandhi? Today he is blaming कि महाराष्ट्र में इतने वोट बढ़ गए. अरे भाई साहब, आपका कैडर घर घर जाके वोट चेक क्यों नहीं किया चुनाव के पहले? अपना आपकी पार्टी में कैडर नहीं है, आपके साथ अपने लोगों के लिए आप खड़े नहीं हो सकते. You cannot take action against the men in the party who behave inappropriately with women. Another colleague of ours, if you're forgetting Sanjay ji, Priyanka Chaturvedi, was also a victim to the incompetence of Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra. So stop blaming all these things on Operation Lotus. You need to keep your house in order. And I don't understand, Navika, a party which in Delhi was in power for 15 years, today is reduced to 0, and they have no chances of even getting one seat. Why are we even asking them anything? The debate, they are not even in anywhere. Now उनको कोई खरीद रहा है, ना कोई उनको ले रहा है.
Asking them things because they are a national party, and so when they take the high moral ground, we remind them about the 90s, which they've forgotten. But Ishkaran Bhandari, my question to you is simply this. What we are saying playing out tonight, even before the first vote is counted. What does it do to those who carry a constitution in their pocket? What does it say about the constitution itself? What does it say about the democracy that we talk about? Blaming election commission, blaming the government, blaming the police is fine. But to make charges and not give evidence, is that fine?
Navika ji, it's the theater of the absurd. It started in 2012 and it looks like it's coming to an end. That is why these allegations. I will not start with my phone that mujhe ye call aaya, wo call aaya, because you will be laughed out of court if you made these allegations. Let me explain Law 101. Trying to buy an MLA or buying an MLA is a crime. If you as a common citizen get to know of a crime, it is your duty to inform the police and inform the police with all evidence. You are a former chief minister, an elected representative, I think a leader of a national party. So the duty on you is even more. You have access to the best lawyers who can go to Supreme Court immediately that an election is being thwarted. You could get interim bail to campaign. That is how important election process is considered by the Supreme Court. And if you have an iota of a proof that somebody is being bought, of course, the constitutional courts will take action, but you should have proof. Now let us come to common sense. भाई दिल्ली में आप प्लॉट पता नहीं ओनर नहीं है तो बयाना कौन देता है? एमएलए अभी जीता नहीं है तो उसको पैसे कौन देगा? बिना ओनर के कोई बयाना देता है, वो पैसा मर जाता है, वापस ही नहीं आता है. Now BJP is either a very great intelligent party with resources, yet it is stupid enough to give money to people who are not even elected. So it fails the test of common sense also. But they do not need to pass the test, because in a nutshell, all they have done since 2012 is make wild allegations and have no proofs, not one single court case they went to. They have wild allegations, they have apologized. I've forgotten the names of ministers they have, from Mr. Arun Jaitley to Mr. Gadkari to some Congress leaders to all over the place. All that is coming to end because they cannot back up their allegation and they cannot back up their governance record.
Well, Vivek Srivastava, the question is simply this. People and citizens of India have faith in this. It's like a festival. It is like a prayer. People do this every 5 years because that is the only right that people of India have in a democracy. Once in 5 years, they get to choose who will govern them. And for that, they pay taxes. These, elections are held using the taxpayers' money. The election commission runs on taxpayers' money. The forces that are moved up and down runs on taxpayers' money. People want to decide who they vote for. And just before counting day, when these allegations fly thick and fast, what do you think it does to the morale of the people, the citizens of India? This is the only right they have. Even that is taken away because there is a political slugfest of blame game that is going on. लोगों के बारे में कोई सोचेगा?
नहीं, लोग तो मेरे ख्याल से इस मुल्क में और इस डेमोक्रेसी में अब थक चुके हैं और उनको मालूम है. जैसे महाराष्ट्र देखा हमने, बहुत से स्टेट्स देखे. आई डोंट वांट टू ब्लेम ओनली द बीजेपी, बट देन आई थिंक वी नीड टू क्वेश्चन एवरीबॉडी ओवर हियर. नहीं, सुनिए डॉक्टर रंगनाथन, मैंने अभी जो है, कल मैं जब आऊंगा आपसे मिलूंगा तो आपको एक तो कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी की मेंबरशिप का फॉर्म दे दूंगा और 4 डब्बे मैसूर पाक के लेके आऊंगा, क्योंकि वो आपकी वीकनेस है. तो आप पाला बदलिए और अब आप हमारी तरफ आइए. मैसूर पाक बता के, शुगर फ्री वाला.
आनंद रंगनाथन, आर यू प्लानिंग टू बिकम अ कम्युनिस्ट और इज विवेक श्रीवास्तव बिकमिंग राइट विंग?
नहीं, देखिए, मैं जेएनयू से हूं, लेकिन इसका मतलब
मैम कल कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी का फॉर्म लाऊंगा, मैसूर पाक के 4 डब्बे लाऊंगा, शुगर फ्री वाले दुकान वाले से 10 साल का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट भी करूंगा. लेकिन आप कम्युनिस्ट बनिए, आप एथिस्ट हैं, आपकी जगह हमारे साथ है. और वैसे भी देखिए, अर्थव्यवस्था इतनी खराब हो चुकी है, हम ही को देश बचाना है.
जिस दिन मैं कौम को नष्ट करना चाहूंगा, उस दिन मैं कम्युनिस्ट बनूंगा. लेकिन विवेक, आपसे एक बात करनी है, फैक्ट्स पे जाइए. महाराष्ट्र का नाम ले रहे हैं. महाराष्ट्र में बीजेपी की थंपिंग मेजोरिटी थी. कौन से एमएलए खरीद लिए भाई? ये कौन सी बात कर रहे हैं?
पैसा देकर के इन्होंने शिवसेना को तोड़ा. नहीं, पैसा देकर के शिवसेना को तोड़ा, गलत था. यहां पे इनको लग रहा है 15-20 आदमियों की कमी अगर हो जाएगी तो पहले से ही अपनी मेंबरशिप फॉर्म उनको दे दो।
हाउ डू यू ब्लेम के पैसा देके शिवसेना को तोड़ा? Why don't you take into account the fact that the Sainiks were unhappy with the unholy alliance that the Shiv Sena had with the Congress party? You know, to blame the BJP for breaking the Shiv Sena is like saying कि भाई दिन होता है तो इनकी वजह से होता है, रात होती है तो इनकी वजह से, everything is because of them. Don't give them so much importance, Vivek Srivastava. Parties break because people inside the party are dissatisfied. And today, when people talk about, you know, the NASDAQ of MLAs, the NASDAQ of MLAs is because every political party is guilty of trading members of political parties from here to there. No ideology, no principles, only winnability. कौन win कर लेगा? So he is okay to go to the Aam Aadmi Party as he is okay to go to the Congress or go to the BJP. There's no ideology anywhere, and that is what is completely distasteful when people of India look at this. No political party has the right to take a moral high ground on this one. But I come back to the point. Jasmine Shah, Delhi election results coming in tomorrow. You owe it to the people of Delhi. They have voted. They have participated in this democratic process. Can you at least put this in abeyance till the results are out? Or will we completely erode the confidence of the people? It's the only question I want to ask you, and after you, the BJP.
Navika, when the democracy of this country, when the constitution of this country is being stamped upon in front of your eyes, to raise voice is the only thing that you can do as a public-spirited citizen and a public-spirited
But Jasmine Shah, this voice has been raised in the past by the Aam Aadmi Party. There are several instances when this statement has been made. Kabhi 40 MLAs are being picked up, kabhi 15, kabhi 20, this time 16. I want to ask you, Jasmine Shah, this is not the first time this allegation. Manish Sisodia himself said that he was being asked to quit the party and join the BJP so that the government falls. Where is the evidence?
Navika, on multiple occasions, and I'll take you back a couple of years back when we held an assembly session, one of our MLAs, I'll give his name also, Rituraj Jha, he gave the name of the person from BJP, his phone number, he even gave the GPS location, कि इस दिन इस जगह पे ये आया था मुझसे मिलने के लिए. Did ever any investigation happen on that complete evidence that we shared 2 years back? Nothing. 24 hours back, in the heat of Delhi elections, we shared the details of this phone number. ACB has not even bothered to go after that person. What does it tell you? And I'm saying, forget about these things that have been happening. This entire Delhi election, a mockery was made out of Election Commission, and I'm going to repeat myself again till my voice goes hoarse. Money and liquor was being distributed in front of everyone, in daylight, not in night, in front of your TV cameras, in front of everyone TV cameras, under police protection. आपको क्या लगता है कि दिल्ली के वोटर ये सारा देख नहीं रहे हैं? उनको उससे आहत नहीं हो रही है, उनको इससे आहत हो रही है कि आम आदमी पार्टी बोल रही है कि हमारे लोगों को तोड़ा जा रहा है. I mean, what kind of a joke it is? The voter of Delhi is smart, and they will give the responsibility.
They have given.
That will be seen tomorrow.
Yes, they are smart. They have given their verdict. It's only, you know, we don't know about it. We'll know about it tomorrow. But Radhika Khera, what are you showing? ये क्या है?
Navika ji, this is the picture. If you can see, this is a picture of a man called Mr. Gaurav, who is the PA of Madam Atishi, who is the Chief Minister of Delhi, the current Chief Minister, the Khadau Chief Minister, the temporary Chief Minister from Mr. Arvind Kejriwal's team. He was caught with lakhs of rupees in his car a night before the election. So I have proof. I talk with proof, Mr. Jasmine Shah. Bar, just because you're looking for excuses, because tomorrow, of course he is. He said it openly. It's on record, yeah. Now tomorrow I will also say, Jasmine Shah, tomorrow something you will use. You will say, ye nahi hai, wo nahi hai. Learn to stand up for your people. He was carrying that money. He's got this entire blame on him. At least stand up with him, yeah. Don't do that. अपने लोगों को ऐसे
Radhika
छोड़
Khera,
दो ना, तभी
please
बार-बार
go
आप लोगों की
investigate.
हालत हो रही है that
I
you're
am not
going
saying not to
face
investigate.
a very
Why are
bad.
you
I'm saying
shooting
it
your
on
people?
record.
अगर आपने
I am
किया
saying
है,
it on
why
record.
are you
Sue
not
me if I am
saying
wrong, Mr.
investigate करो और इनको जेल
You
में
are
डालो?
open to put a defamation against me. Miss Atishi Marlena is open to sue me and put a case of defamation against me if I am wrong. You can please send this clip to her. Having said that,
I don't think there is an end to this war of words between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. We don't know. We've seen all the exit polls. We've seen various agencies putting out their numbers. Everybody works hard on these numbers, but we don't know if they're going to be right or wrong. Nobody can go by these. I don't know, surveys of political parties, if they are more dependable than the ones done by, very established survey companies. I don't know. I'm not going to take a bet on that. But the fact is, results are coming out tomorrow. The verdict will be out tomorrow. And this verdict really must go down in history as the will of the people. And political parties need to suspend this name-calling and fear psychosis that they are creating, because people, in any case, are losing their faith in politicians. If they lose their faith in the democratic process, it will augur very badly for this country, which is proud about the democratic credentials that it holds. It is an appeal and a prayer to all political parties. Let the faith of the people stay. We'll just leave it at that. And even as I thank some participants on this debate,